let's get into it.
Cold, dark winter days are something most of us have to deal with. If you're in the southern hemisphere right now, you're just laughing. You got sunshine all day. But for us in the northern hemisphere, we're in the thick of it. However, before too long, we're gonna also be hitting that single track ribbon of dirt. So to be better prepared for the spring riding that is just around the corner and to not let my bike fitness go completely to waste, I'm eager to find some creative ways to stay fit this winter so that come time to shine, my body is ready for it. To do that, I've reached out to 4 different professional mountain bikers from enduro to downhill to see what's in their fitness bag of tricks. Full disclosure, I am not a licensed physical trainer or therapist, and neither are my guests today, but together we've got years of experience off-season training and coming back from injuries. So without further ado, let's jump in and see what's to be learned today. We've traveled to Pemberton, BC, just north of Whistler, to meet with Lucas and Tegan Cruz, 2 brothers whom I've known a while, and they are dominant on the World Cup downhill circuit. Tegan riding for the Roskopp Trek race team, and Lucas for Norco Factory Downhill. All right, Lucas, so you're going into your 4th year of racing with the Norco team in the elite category, so you've got a lot of experience as to what it takes to compete at this level and to maintain your body for all the winter activities you do. Like, what do you get up to?
Yeah, the winters are super busy for me, and we're really lucky to live in a place like Pemberton. So it's snowed in most of the winter, and yeah, we're always on the sleds or skiing, or I'm really into pow surfing right now. So yeah, we just have to kind of fill up that time with other cross training and yeah, just stay busy.
So Lucas, if you had to pick, say, a movement or a workout that you feel like really makes a difference when it comes to the start of the race season, what's that look like for you?
Yeah, there's lots of things that lead up to a good start of the season, but my trainer Joel from Squamish, he likes to put in a lot of circuits, and we're gonna do a little one of those today for you. So it's a clean jerk and a roll out, and then instead of resting, we're gonna go on the skier, gonna do an interval on there.
Okay, so run us through what a clean jerk combo could look like.
It's clean from the floor up to your front squat stance, and then front squat all the way down, back up, and then a ab roll out onto the floor, and that's 1 rep. So then we're gonna do 5 of those, and then no rest, straight to the ski erg for a 500-meter interval.
That sounds spicy. I'm gonna be excited to watch you do that. I can kind of picture what muscles are being used when you explain that, but how does this movement translate to on bike?
Yeah, you just get a lot of explosive power out of the cleans and coming all the way from the floor, so it's using like a lot of your hamstrings and your glutes and then your back muscles as well. So those are all being used while you're racing downhill, and you got to keep that strong posture. So yeah, and it's fun.
And it's fun. That's
Yeah.
good. If the workout's fun, chances are you're going to actually complete it. I can kind of picture you like pushing out of the start gate and using all those muscles that you just explained. So let's see it.
Yeah, all right.
So Tegan, as the younger brother here, you maybe have a little bit less experience when it comes to off-season training, but I'm pretty hyped with what you've accomplished with that Roskopp Trek team. Good job.
Thank you.
What have you noticed to be the biggest game changers when it comes to starting your downhill season?
Yeah, I mean, just living here in Pemberton, we spend a lot of time doing other sports in the winter, such as snowmobiling, skiing. Currently, I'm playing senior basketball at the high school, so that's a lot of fun, keeping busy there. But yeah, just staying strong, adding a lot of strength throughout the winter, preparing for the season, and yeah, pretty lucky to have our home gym set up here in the barn, for sure. It's pretty amazing.
How many days a week would you say you're working on building strength?
Focused strength training right now is 4 days a week, and then such as basketball and other cardio and riding, it kind of varies throughout the week.
So Tegan, run us through what you've got planned today.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a workout here in the home gym in the barn. Pretty happy to have you here. We're going to be starting off with a barbell bent over row and moving to a back squat onto box. I find these exercises transfer really well over to biking, especially with the barbell bent over row compared to holding your handlebars, and then just the back squat for pure explosiveness on the bike.
Awesome. So give us a rundown, start to finish, of what each exercise looks like.
Yeah, so the barbell bent over row, you'll be sort of set up like you're going to be doing an RDL, where your back is almost at 90 degrees and you will press the bar up into your chest and repeat that motion several times. Yeah, so the barbell back squat onto the box transfers over really well to the bike, especially with the explosiveness of loading on and off the box. Yeah, and it just creates some pure power.
Power. We got a bonus downhill guest here, Gracie Hemstreet. She came over all the way from the Sunshine Coast of BC this morning, so thank you very much for that. And super exciting stuff. You're moving into the elite category this year with the Norco team. Yep. So have you changed anything to make sure you're going to be 100% ready when racing starts?
Yeah, I'm training 7 days a week now, and that's cardio, strength, conditioning, everything. Yeah, and last year I was doing 3 days a week in the gym, so definitely up in the game. So, yeah.
That's pretty huge. She's just laying it all down there for the competitors. Just so you know, she's over doubled her training. And you're on the Sunshine Coast, so there's a bit of dirt there already, not totally covered in snow. You're getting out on the bike as well?
Yeah. Usually all year. It doesn't really snow that much.
Well, thanks for coming to snowy Pemberton today.
Yeah.
All right, Gracie, so with mobility, strength, training, all that jazz in mind, what are you gonna show us today?
I'm gonna show you just a regular deadlift with the band connected with a trap bar. Yeah, just a deadlift and shrug.
That sounds fun, sounds dynamic. What is that for? What's it working?
Just explosiveness, mostly. Yeah, help with starts, sprinting, and everything.
Run us through start to finish what this looks like.
So you step on the band, and then it's connected to both sides on the outside of the weight, and then, lift. Yeah.
I'm trying to picture how the band comes into play, like it's giving you added resistance. But I guess that maybe that's for like more of the shrug?
Yeah, it's more the shrug,
Shrug movement. And then when you're shrugging, because like I haven't seen this one out in the wild, what's kind of the shrug helping for?
It's hard on the hands, to be honest. Yeah, like grip strength and just shoulder strength. Yeah.
Something we could all use more of, grip strength and shoulder strength. Thanks so much to the downhill riders for sharing their winter exercises with us today. But as promised, we've got an enduro racer lined up. So let's get out of here and check in with them. So to round out the topic, joining us right now is acclaimed enduro racer and a Pinkbike Academy alumni, Flo Espinera from the Orbea factory team. Now, Flo, you live in Whistler, pretty close to me. I know you do the winter activities as well, and you are at the gym all the time. And you've been training with a personal trainer this year so that you can make 2023 the best season yet. With years of racing and riding experience, what do you kind of find are the key things that help to make sure you're ready for the season?
For me, one of the key things to be ready for the season is to work in your body strength and your whole body strength. Not only focus on legs and arms, but also the core, all the muscles you use when you ride a bike. So the routine that I'm about to show you is a real life routine that I used to do last year before racing, probably 4 or 3 weeks before racing started. And also during the spare weeks I had in long racing blocks. So yeah, let's get into it. So we start with 7 push-ups in the floor, then 20 hitchhikers on the floor again. Then we go to 12 jumps. You have to touch the floor in order to count. Then tricep, this is the only exercise we will need a chair or a bench. Then we're gonna do back lunges, 20 as well. Then burpees, a classic. Jumping jacks, also a classic. And the last one is 8 leg drops.
Okay, that's a lot of movements, Flo. How many times are you running through this circuit?
This circuit, I usually do it between 6 and 10 times, and that makes a lot of difference depending on how hard you wanna train that day. And also, if you wanna do it like harder and more intense, just focus on not having too much resting time between each lap on each exercise, and you will see how this simple exercise there's nothing new, but it's really, really good workout.
Yeah, I can just picture like, you know, going through the third round of this circuit, you're starting to see red, you can't breathe that good, but that's what it feels like when you're in the middle of a long enduro stage.
It is the same feeling, high intensity for long periods. Sometimes you have 8 to 10 minutes or more, 15 minutes going down, and that's where you have to be able to handle the rhythm, the pace you're putting in since the minute 1 until minute 15. This kind of exercises, doing 30 or 40 minutes of this workout non-stop will prepare you to do that.
Thank you so much for tuning in today and joining the conversation about winter or off-season training. Didn't want to wait any longer to release this video because I really needed some new inspiration and I want you to benefit from it as well. This video got me thinking a lot more about mobility and imbalances on and off the bike, so I'll try to address those here in the near future for y'all if you're interested. And if you want to keep working up a sweat, we've got some videos we've shot in the past with Remy Mataille and Katrina Strand, so I'll be sure to link to those in the description below. If you're inspired by the athletes today and how hard they train, but maybe you're a little intimidated to try yourself, I highly recommend sourcing a qualified trainer that can help you write a good program and make sure you're doing the movement safely and correctly. Let me know in the comments below your crucial winter workout piece and what's your favorite inspirational thing you learned today. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to the channel. Please, we're here for the views.